I'm always evolving as an actor and sticking my neck as far as I can out there to try and do the best job I can.
Mr. D'Onofrio, you are amazing as an actor. You're such a chameleon actor, and I love seeing you in this role as Wilson Fisk. We've seen a different side of Fisk with Maya. He's more of a father figure, but very manipulative. Fisk has taught her violence, fear, and intimidation instead of love and respect. Can you talk about how their journeys explored throughout this season of Echo?
I think that he goes through a lot trying to get her back. No matter what she's done to get away from him. And I think that it ends up to be a kind of very father-daughter trepidatious period for them, to say the least. And it gets very intense. It gets emotionally violent and physically violent.
Has your approach or understanding of the character of Wilson Fisk changed throughout your course of playing the character?
Well, I'm an actor, so, I have to service the story that's put in front of me. I have to do my best to make the story written work. And so there's a lot of different directions that, when you're servicing a story that you go in from one series to another. I think that I think that while I was doing Echo, I realized that there's a tone in Echo, a mature kind of tone, where I believe that my character's presented best in. And I felt like the reason why I recognized that is because while we were performing it, I realized that whether the audience had ever seen, when they watch it, whether they have ever seen the original Daredevil or not, they're going to get that same feeling as they did in Daredevil when I first come on screen. They're going to feel uneasy about him, and I think that works. I think Fisk works best in that kind of tone.
I couldn't agree with you more. What are you excited to explore with Wilson Fisk carrying over from Echo to Daredevil Born Again? And what have you learned about yourself through playing Wilson Fisk?
Well, as an actor, I'm no different, obviously, than any other actor, than my friends and other actors and actresses out there. We fail and we succeed, and we fail and we succeed constantly in every performance. And it's just a learning process for me always. It's I'm always evolving as an actor and sticking my neck as far as I can out there to try and do the best job I can. And sometimes I fail, sometimes I succeed. It's all the same to me. It's just this kind of constant evolution of stretching my abilities and trying to service the stories correctly. It's a constant. It never ends.
Now, I was talking with Brad earlier about your character, the Kingpin, and how he's almost like this street level version of Thanos, where everything is kind of converging to this character. Which heroes would you like to see Wilson Fisk face off with in this pocket of the MCU?
All of them?
I mean, that's absolutely a great answer. I'd love to see him face everybody too. Last question for you is, what did you want to bring to Wilson Fisk on this season of Echo that wasn't on the page?
I wanted there to be an emotional life first. His connection to Maya, I wanted to remind people, if they had seen Daredevil, the original Daredevil, that he can care for people in a real way. And if they didn't see Daredevil before, that this character can care for people in a certain way. And so that was one important aspect, because without that, I don't think he's as scary or as interesting.
Well, look, I love Echo. I love this grounded approach to it. It reminds me of like a Sons of Anarchy or Ozarks. Thank you so much for your time, sir. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it.